Good evening. The sun's at my back. You can see my shadow. Um, how's everybody doing tonight? I'm gonna try and move this a little closer since my big dumb face ain't in it. We're looking at the garden and the hill tonight. Hello, Anthony, Tim, Wesley, Ice Hunter, Alex, Eric. Okay, guys. It's getting too many for me to now catch up. Oh, man. We have a lot that's hopefully going to happen here on the property this week. I just figured we'd sit and chat about it a little bit. I don't know if I flip the camera around, I don't know if you'll actually be able to see me. I can try it for a minute. And then we'll just look at the beautiful nature because it's so pretty out here. It rained all day today until, what, about 2 hours ago maybe? 3 hours ago?
Yeah.
Let's see here. There we go. How's everybody doing? Because hopefully you all have a good week this week too. We had a great week last week. Last week was a really good week, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we had buses here to work on. Bus, period, one plural. That was the week before we had another one. And we had visitors, and it was a good week. Helping out with the band bus, that was uplifting, I guess. And then, yeah, having good success with that. Hey, Tyler. And then everything yesterday and the day before, that was just, if you didn't watch any of those videos, I think you missed some cool stuff. So things that are coming up this week. If you saw the new pad area that I got going down there, where I graded it with the tractor, it rained really hard, and there's almost no well, there wasn't. Was there standing water when you went?
There's just a couple little puddles.
Okay, yeah. The last time I checked, there was just a couple tiny little puddles. I was worried about how much standing water would be down there where I had that rough graded, but it looks like I did a pretty good job to shed the water away, so that was cool. So hopefully I can get the gravel trucks in without tearing things up. So in the morning, I'm going to get the geomesh fabric laid down, staked out down there.
It's supposed to rain starting again in the morning.
Is it really?
Yes. Thunderstorms again.
I don't want it to rain. I never heard that bird noise before.
No.
And I totally lost my squirrel line of thought there. There's a bird instead. Yeah, so we're gonna get the geomesh fabric laid down. Hopefully we'll get it done tomorrow. I really want to get the gravel delivered tomorrow. I'm really anxious to do that. And then I need to start making arrangements to get the trencher to trench everything, and we got to get the pipe. We got to buy 4-inch schedule 40 for the electrical service, and we're going to be installing that ourselves. We can run the pipe. We have very specific guidelines from the power company about how to dig the trench, how deep it needs to be, what kind of connections can be used, that kind of stuff. And then from there, we can install that ourselves, but we run something through the pipe that we have to buy. What is that?
The tape that you have to pull it through.
Yeah, it's a special tape stuff that they hook their wires to. And then from there, is that sun flare that's causing that little green dot on the screen? Yeah, it must be. Huh. Sorry. And then that's what they'll pull their wires through. So once everything's done, they come out and inspect it, and then they'll pull their wires through it. We do have fiber optic internet available through our power company here as well. That's the thing I'm most excited about having is the internet, not necessarily the power. But it'll be nice to have the power down at the pad for air compressor and stuff like that. I don't know if I can turn this, if that'll go there. That's better. Okay, let's make sure everything. So we're gonna get everything for the electrical lines hopefully run and get the power company out here, get our power and internet out here. That'll be incredible. We're only here for like another 10 days, maybe, I think, before we're gonna be hitting the road for a trip. Kelly's garden is growing incredible. She bought some more stuff for it today. Is that what it's called? Is mule tape? Is what you said? I don't know. They gave us a very specific thing where we could buy it at or whatever. But yeah, so that'll be fun to get that done. So we'll have the gravel down there for the new pad. The approach for the pad, the old pad, is all gonna be gravel. Everything's backfilled now. It's gonna be much safer to walk around. Stop hearing people complain about that. What else we got going on this week? Oh, and then we'll have a bus coming to get worked on by the weekend, I believe, like Friday or Saturday. Yeah, they got to pull it. We're like 400 and
Almost 500 feet.
almost 500 feet that the electric line is gonna have to be pulled through the stuff, and they can, because they'll be setting a transformer on our property, and then so it'll come underground up to the transformer, and then where the transformer is located, then we're kind of limited on the distance that you can run because it's a lower voltage at that point. The transformer steps down. But that'll give us, so we can get 50 amp service run down to where the RV pad is, and so on. We want to get a little building built. I don't know if I want to call it a shed. That's probably the right word though, right? For down by the pad to store stuff in. I don't. What else we got going on? Is there something else? I feel like there was something else.
I don't think so.
Oh, last night we went to the neighbor's house and played cards with them all night until way past my bedtime. We were there till what, like midnight? Something like that, I think?
A little after, yeah.
After midnight? I never stay out after midnight. And then the neighbor's like, hey, does that golf cart, we drove the golf cart over there. He's like, does that golf cart have headlights? And we're like, no. But we brought Kelly's flashlight with us. That thing is so bright. It was a perfect headlight for the golf cart. We could completely see everything we wanted to do. I don't remember how many, I think it's like 1,100 or 1,200 lumens. I forgot what it is. It's the Olight, the S2R Baton 2, and it comes in purple. And it's rechargeable, and it's got that little magnetic thing that goes on the back. They were on sale like $50, $52 or something like that. It was crazy too, because it was so bright, like you could hold it through your hand, you could see your bones and your fingers and stuff. That's a super bright little flashlight. Anyways, so we did that. We came home at midnight. What game did we play? It was called
Phase 10.
Phase 10. I'd never heard of it before, but it was really fun because their daughter played with us too. I mean, I don't want to brag about who won or anything.
Yeah, right.
Okay, I want to brag. No, I won. But that was one game that took, we played like over 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
But it was super fun. We had a really good time. But it was a close, like it came down to about 3 people could have won on the last hand. And one of them was her daughter, who, she's younger.
7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she's 7, 8,
She's
7.
ready to kick your butt.
She nearly did. But I was a rookie, so it was a fun game. We're going to take our Monopoly deal game over there one night, because that's a lot of fun. If you've never played that, we play that one quite a bit. And it's a lot of fun too. They've not played that, so. Yeah, Kelly doesn't want a container down by the pad. She doesn't want to look at it down there. So is somebody being a troll? Or did somebody just say no trolls allowed? Yeah, so far we haven't heard the dogs tonight. That's very nice. I think they have been barking less than what they had been, for sure. No spinners on the golf cart. Do you have questions to get to there, Kelly? Is there anybody ask any questions? If you ask questions, do it in all capitals.
I'm gonna go back.
She's gonna go back through. But the golf cart brought both of us up the hill. Nope, it doesn't go as fast, obviously, up the hill as it does down the hill. You obviously have to ride the brake down the hill, because it'll want to go way too fast. It's a great golf cart. That gift was incredible. Can I tell them what we did today? No?
I don't care.
Oh, okay. We did something really neat today. It was really fun. So we had a little bit of money set aside. I've been looking for a golf cart on Craigslist, and number one, I was shocked at how expensive golf carts are. They're, in my mind, I'm like, we can get a $500 golf cart, and then you'd have to maybe get some batteries for it and that kind of stuff. But there was really nothing like that out there on the market. Um, they just must be popular in this area, or they're worth more money than what I ever assumed that they were worth. So, anyways, we'd been looking, hadn't been able to find one, and then when they surprised us with that golf cart, and Jim and Judy, and then gave us the brand new batteries with it, and the new tires, and the new seat, and all that, we just really, I don't know, felt humbled and blessed, and um, I don't know what other word to use. Do you have another word to use? She's just
Give me my flashlight before you break it.
okay. Let's play with her flashlight. So we decided today that we took the money that we had set aside for a golf cart, and then we'd kind of pay it forward. So we went to the local grocery store today, and we bought groceries for 3 different families that were there today with the money that we were going to use for the golf cart. And that felt really good. And people were super shocked by it. Even the cashier was like, "I can't believe you did that," or do you know these people? I'm like, "I don't know these people." They're like, "Do you know these people?" I'm like, "Nope." So it was fun. I suggest if you ever want to do something that make you feel really, really good, that was an incredible feeling to do that for somebody. One of the ladies was on a fixed income, and the other 2 were families that they had teenagers. So, and the one, it was the girls. I think it was a girl. It was one of her kids' birthdays, and they had steaks and all kinds of, the vegan guy buying steaks, but steaks and all kinds of stuff for the birthday party celebration for one of their teens. I thought that was neat. So that's fun, and it was just a neat way to give back and made us feel good. So on. All right, we got questions?
Are you harvesting your rainwater?
Not now. Nope. We did it first when we first got here to the property.
Right here, I see one. Don't hear the dogs this evening. They're barking now.
Yeah, the dogs are barking now, if you can hear them.
Will you compact the gray stone?
Yes.
How many feet of electric do you need to run? It's about 500, I think.
500 feet to the transformer, and then it'll be another probably 250 feet to the pad from where the transformer is going to be.
Does the golf cart need a charge yet?
We hadn't rode it that much because we knew it was going to rain overnight. Excuse me. We didn't charge it. We put it in the. It's in the. Excuse me. It's in the container. So we have both the thing and the golf cart in the container, which we put them in there last night, and it really rained hard. It woke me up with thunder so loud this morning. It was crazy. But we don't have electric down at the storage container, so it's not very convenient to do that. So we were going to charge it while it's back by the bus, but since it had rained all day and it's going to rain again tonight, but we haven't used it very much. We used it. We went to the neighbors twice, and then so it's been up and down the hill 3 times total.
Yep.
So, yeah,
Super chat.
very little. Oh, super chat. Eric H. Blessings to both of you. Paying things forward is an awesome way to show others. I can't tell you how good it felt. The people, I guess when you're at the grocery store, it's the last thing in your mind, maybe you're struggling about, oh man, I don't want to spend too much money, or maybe you're putting things back or whatever. I did learn something about people at the grocery store though. Well, Kelly pointed out, when I go to the grocery store, a lot more stuff ends up in the cart than it would have been if it was just her. So if I'm worried about money, I shouldn't go to the grocery store, because she does much better than when I
don't
go.
buy any junk.
But no, that was fun. That was a great experience. Thank you for that.
What does your August work schedule look like?
I have no idea what August is going to hold. I have not made any commitments to anybody specifically this year, just because things are so crazy. So other than we're going to head to Madison, Indiana to work on a Silversides, that's the only location one right now that I believe I'm committed, that I have agreed 100% that we're going to come and do that. And it's a rural enough area, and I feel comfortable with that. But yeah, after that, who knows?
Can a 4103 get a 4-valve? Is there enough room to get another muffler for dual exhaust?
Well, a 4-valve head doesn't have anything to do with the muffler that you have on it. So yes, the 4-valve head takes up no more room, so it can go on there. That's not the issue. The dual exhaust, I think most of the cradles are about the same size back there. So as long as you're using the same skinny kind of sideways mounted mufflers that go on like the 4104 that have that, yeah, that'll fit in there. But finding that specific muffler is probably hard. And I do know from previous experience with those that the cradle must come out to replace those mufflers. You can't just pull them out through the bottom. So that's why most people don't put those back in there.
Any mosquitoes there?
We have not had one mosquito bite up here since since like a couple days after we hung up those Spartan mosquito eradicator things. So there's one that's over by Tyler's bus, and then one that's over by the kind of the turnaround area over there. And I've not even seen a mosquito out here since then. Up here now, down by the pad, that's farther away, and yeah, there's some down there. So, but so far those I like those. I think I'm real happy with the results of those Spartan things.
Does it feel good to be turning wrenches again?
Yes. Yep. Yep. It's fun. And I think I have 2 buses that want to come here before we go. Hopefully I'll be able to get them both in. That'll be nice.
How hard of winters do you expect to have there?
Winters aren't bad here at all. They get some ice storms and stuff. It's 2 inches of snowfall a year average here, and the frost line is only 12 inches deep. So, that's nothing compared to what we had up north.
Don't you have electric everywhere now since the batteries in the golf cart only need an inverter?
The only electric we have is from our inverters in our bus. So we're solar powered out here, and I don't even have an extension cord that's going to reach more than like 100 feet from the bus. So I'm not sure what he's asking. But the golf cart takes batteries, and we'll have to plug it into the bus to charge from the solar from the bus. But yeah.
Have you ever seen a 2471 with 6 blowers? It's in a truck called Thor.
I don't think I've seen that, but I've seen people do crazy stuff like that. Maybe I have seen that, just don't know which one, know it by name. I've seen one that has a ton of blowers on it. It looks, and something I read, the one that I saw that had it, like not all the blowers were real. It was some over from show or just kind of on there. So
Did Sage ever get his bus in Texas?
I don't think so. I mean, the world shut down on travel and stuff like that. It is still there as far as I know.
What is your opinion on Cherokee Pipers?
I like them. It would be a Piper Cherokee, but I like high wing myself better usually for the most part, but they're nice airplanes.
Someone's asking Spartan mosquito machine.
It's not a machine. They're just little tubes that you fill with water, and they have a chemical or something in them. I thought it was called Spartan mosquito eradicator. I thought that's what it's called, but it's a tube. And how much were they? Like $20 or something like that when you looked at them?
Yeah, something like that. 20 something. Can you mount a solar panel to the golf cart? There you go.
I probably could. I definitely could. I would need to get a new solar charge controller though, and it would need to be. I definitely could do that. Something that could handle the 36 volt. Our panel would. Our panel's more than that, so just an MPPT would do it. And yeah, that would probably be neat and be able to just leave it parked around anywhere in the sun. But still necessarily don't want it to get wet all the time.
Okay, we're caught up, I think.
Okay, I'll flip this camera around so you can, again, don't have to look at my There's Kelly's garden growing like crazy down there. We're about ready to start picking squash. They're huge. Blackberries around here are also ripe. There's a lot of them. Tons of blooms on the cucumbers. So,
Yes.
yes. And the tomato plants are super tall. That's what's on the left over there. They're like 3.5 foot tall. But no tomatoes yet. But there are little blossoms on there or whatever.
I don't know what Tyler's trying to ask. Can we get something stalled?
I think he means short takeoff and landing, I think is what he's trying to say.
Okay.
The Cessna 150 that my brother used to have, that was awesome to fly because it had a bush stole kit on it.
Do you keep your pilot physical and license up to date?
No, it is not current right now.
Is the golf cart going to be your toad?
No. That's Kelly's running around the property vehicle.
Is the hillside by the garden stable?
Oh, yeah. Everything is here. It's rock, so it's very stable. It's not just dirt. We got some of the stumps out of here. And I took the tractor over yesterday and helped the neighbor with their road for a while. That was fun, too. I don't know what else I got left to do. I mean, I really want to get that gravel truck. I'm super excited about that. But I don't want the truck to tear everything up if it's all muddy down there.
Who is going to care for the garden while you're gone?
That's a very good question.
We're going to be gone a couple days though, right?
I think that job's going to be more than a week, I think, in Madison.
I'm going to put a tent up. Please tell us the brand of the good garden soil you used. I don't remember what it was.
I don't know. We're going to go back to the co-op probably maybe tomorrow. Because Kelly got some potted plants. She needs to pull some stuff out of the garden and kind of replant it. She's going to put it in some potted plants because she didn't expect every single seed that she planted to grow, so things are a little too close together in there.
Steroids down there.
And
so.
yeah. But we're going to get some more of that soil.
So we'll be able to tell after I don't remember what it was. It was whatever their best that they had.
Yeah, it was a potting soil mix. It had peat and stuff in it too.
Gary Mann said he would like to bring you some cardboard sheets sometime soon. You could definitely use that.
Yeah, that's my cardboard creepers.
Osmond says you need to get the golf cart down here when you're on the road so we could fix the body and paint it.
Oh, what kind of paint job you want on it, Kelly?
I don't know. I have to think about that. Can you share the link to those mosquito control tubes?
I will. I'll put it in the description.
That's not allowed.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning. I slept more than she did, so that's why it's not allowed.
Does Kelly know how to cook fried squash and fried okra?
Oh, yes.
Are you in the Smokies?
No. Oh, man, it's beautiful out here right now, though. Temperature is absolutely perfect. I don't know what it is, but this is perfect.
It's a little humid, so I don't know why you say it's perfect.
I'm not humid at all right now.
You're not humid? How close are you to Knoxville?
Very far. We're an hour the other side of Nashville from Knoxville.
Someone says silver size paint job.
It's on the list, man.
I'm thinking that might be in response to how to paint the golf cart.
Oh, got it.
We can use the same kind of blue. I like blue. Or do I need to do it like hot pink so you leave it alone?
That ain't gonna stop me. I wear a pink bunny suit. It'll match my bunny suit. Let's do it, pink.
Where did your mechanical ability on Detroit diesels originate?
Just from working on my own bus.
How close to Selmer? I don't even know where Never heard of Selmer.
Never heard of it. We're not too far from Bucksnort.
Do you read these chats afterwards?
Sometimes.
You do. You go back and watch it all.
I don't know that I read every single comment, but I try.
We're caught up again.
All right. Well, I don't want to keep you guys on here too long. I mean, we got a lot of things coming this week, and I'm super excited about it. So, getting the electrical stuff started. I don't have a way to get the trencher here, so I'm gonna need to see about getting a pickup truck. Either if somebody has one locally that wants to help us tow it out here, or maybe I suppose we can go rent one possibly too, and then bring the trencher here, and then use it for a day and then take it back. But I think we're going to need it for more than a day, or we'll rent a Mini X the next time or something to bury the trench back in, because I think the electric company has to inspect that pipe before we bury it. So I don't know if the rental place would deliver it. That would be a neat option if they do. I'll have to ask, but it's 30 minutes away.
If a motor has been sitting, does that mean the injectors are going to be stuck?
Oh, it doesn't mean that it is going to be stuck. It just means that there's a very good likelihood that they are or will be, especially if there was fuel in them.
Does Detroit still have any support for these old motors, parts, diagrams, etc.?
Yeah, everything's available for them.
How did you get into buses?
There's a whole video on that called How to Become the Bus Grease Monkey. You should watch that.
Have you ever flown AT6?
No. Yeah, you can buy new Detroit heads too. I saw somebody just ask that. Are you pretty well caught up here?
Are you going to mark out the location and size of your future shop?
I mean, we kind of already did with a tape measure up there that's why we started cutting down trees. But we haven't decided on a actual size yet. It's been a rough year, so things are shrinking in size. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, build it as big as you can or twice as big as you think you need it and all that. But I'm a pretty simple person, so I know that I want plenty of room I want to be able to get 2 buses in it and have plenty of room on both sides for toolboxes, and then still pulling axles and, maybe wheel lifts and things like that in there too. So I would say at least 10 feet on each side of a bus, 10 feet between them kind of thing. So I think that like 50-foot wide or 45-foot wide is really what it's going to need to be.
Do you need a license to work on vehicles over at your place? In Germany, you do.
No.
What about buying a utility trailer to haul your tools to the pad when needed?
Yeah, I mean, the pad, though, is just a temporary thing to work on buses down there. Eventually, that's just an RV pad for people to come and stay, and that's not where I'm going to be working out of. That's why doesn't have a pit and all kinds of things that people want me to do, but that's not what that is. This was just a safe place for me to work on vehicles now, where I could jack them up easily, and then people could stay there if they needed to, but it's very primitive right now.
Have you ever heard of anyone doing an 8V 149 swap in a T-drive setup?
No. That's considerably bigger. I've never heard of anybody doing that, no.
What is the normal air pressure on an MCI 9? Mine is running about 95.
That's very low. Look at your air governor. There's a little thing called a D2 air governor. If you don't know what that is, Google it and you'll see what it looks like. It's usually attached to the side of the air compressor, and there's a screw on top where you can usually adjust the pressure. That adjusts the cycle on and off for the air compressor. There's like I don't remember which way you turn it. I think to raise the pressure, you screw it down and you back it off to lower the pressure. So I think you want to screw it down, but that'll change as long as you don't have a leak, that's what it'll do. It's a great part to carry with you as a spare too, because they go bad a lot and they're only like $15.
How can someone get in touch with you?
If you're wanting to schedule service, we have a video that tells you exactly how to do that. If you're wanting to come here to the property, do the same thing, but just put that you want to come here to the property and follow the instructions in that video. Scott@buscreasemonkey.com is an email, but I do not check the email all the time. I get tons and tons and tons of emails. So make sure you follow the directions in the how to schedule service video.
How tall will the shop doors need to be?
Tall, as tall as I can get them. I'm thinking like, if I can get them 14 feet, that would be really nice. 13 feet would be okay. 12 foot would be rough sometimes. But we haven't really looked into the actual construction of the shop yet.
What makes the diesel run hotter, lugging it or revving it up?
Well, that's kind of a loaded question. But lugging it is not good for them whatsoever. And you could put a ton of fuel in there, and it's very, very, very bad for it. So if you're talking about for a Detroit, running it, at the Governor, it loves it. Lugging it, it does not.
How does Scott Akers sound?
Very strange.
How is Tyler doing after the crash?
He was doing good enough to drink it up at a party last night.
Does the 8V92 still have the Bellevue washer?
I don't know what they're asking. I don't know what that is.
Have you ever rebuilt an air compressor, and how hard would it be?
I've swapped heads on them and things like that, but it looks, I mean, it's a motor, it's an engine. They sell the rebuild kits for them, but it's usually cheaper to just get a reman one.
Tyler ever get the bumper changed from one truck to the other? Yeah,
Don't know.
He did that right away, didn't he?
Well, he had the one off. I don't know. I never saw
Yeah,
it.
he did
Okay.
that.
Yeah,
That's the
done.
first thing he did.
All right. I think we should go ahead and finish up.
Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to let you guys go. Stay tuned this week. Hopefully you'll see a bunch of really cool videos. That pad area is going to be awesome. I'm super excited about having that done. Getting that all done, and then getting the electric in. That is just going to be incredible. So, okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Thanks for subscribing. We appreciate y'all. You guys have a great evening here. And stay safe. Thank you.